Okay everybody, so this is the HTC Dream. It's basically like the G1 that exists in America. I'm just going to go and turn it on here. And the first thing you can see is the pattern system. Much like the slide to unlock thing in the iPhone, this is an unlocking method and you can define it yourself. These are not my codes. What actually is my code at the moment is that. And as you can see, it lets you unlock it. So in here you've got things like the on a singular touchscreen you can go back and forth, multiple desktop panes for you to work with, and they all look kind of cool. They follow that little image in the back. And you've got your clock, and you've got your mail, and your maps, your browser, your dialer. Dialer just makes it work like a regular phone. It's kind of cool and simple. You go back there. And your home button, of course, takes you back to the home. You can drag this up, and you've got a whole bunch of other different things to look at there. Of course, you can watch YouTube. The settings are actually pretty easy to look at, very easy to find things in it, and it's a very smooth operating system. The music's not bad. Music player's kind of cool actually. We can't seem to get it out of speakers, but that doesn't seem to be any fault of ours. It looks like it's a fault of this device, not supporting A2DP. Anyway, there's a market for you downloading more apps. You got your IM, your Gmail, and the basic idea of the Google phone is so that you can link all of your Gmail, all of your Google information as one thing. So if you use Gmail, then you probably use your contacts in there, and you can access your calendar, and it's all pretty simple. I'm just going to rotate this so you can see underneath it, for its input device, is the keyboard, which is cool. And when you do that, it switches to a landscape mode, and then lets you alternate that like so. And then you can even pull the menu out like that. It's pretty simple. And if you want to pull that down and find out where you are and what you've got doing, and you can do that in the portrait mode as well. You've also got a little nib down here. That's a trackball, and it works like so. And it's actually not a bad device. It supports micro SD. It is a little bit chunky. You know, it's got a very kind of weird shape. It is solid. It's very solid. You know, you wouldn't really be afraid of dropping this thing. It does seem kind of cool, but battery life isn't so good. The GPS included with it's not brilliant. Seems to suck a fair amount of life out of it. I'll go and load maps here. It's not getting a connection down here because of how bad the phone service is in this part of Australia I live in. Thank you, Optus, for that one. But it's not a bad little phone. It is a contender if you are after an iPhone but don't like the iPhone's lack of some features. I won't say that I enjoy the bad battery life, and I also don't like how this is the only input method. It seems a bit weird that in a portrait mode like this, when you're surfing the web, you don't actually have an input method. You have to go back to using that, and that's all that works. Anyway, this is the HTC Dream. It is available now in Australia, and it's available under different monikers in all parts of the world. Comes in different colours in other parts of the world. I think white in Spain and England, I think. Anyway, it's the HTC Dream, and if you want to see an interesting phone with a little decent camera and some really cool settings and no headset jack, but you know, if you want to see a decent phone, I advise you to check it out. You know, battery life should get better, but yeah, it's not bad. Full review on site later this week.